So the seventh video in the series, this one was quite interesting actually. It talked about the brain specifically and, well, more importantly, the parts of the brain that are separate, which I know sounds a little bit weird, but stick with me here. So you've got different areas of the brain. Each of them do their own various things, but they all need to be connected. They need to talk to each other. And they talk to each other by the brain equivalent of what I would describe as a wire, realistically speaking, that carries information. Now, like in any system, you've got long wires and you've got short wires. The short wires connect the bits and pieces that are next to each other. The long wires go, across the entire system. So what he was referring to was the people that have lots of short wires, i.e. pieces of the brain that are connected to only those areas that are around them, versus people that had longer wires, essentially pieces of the brain that were connected to other areas that were further away physically in the brain, that the people that had more shorter connections tended to be more linear in their thinking, whereas those with more longer connections tended to be more abstract. And he said the people who had these longer brain connections tended to be dyslexic. What I did find a little strange, though, was that he mentioned that those that were more linear in their approach, i.e. had shorter brain connections, tended to be more autistic, which to me is a little strange because according to the research that I've been doing, autism and dyslexia are kind of similar and on the same scale. I'm not too sure how this can relate into the application that I want to write, but I think that it's important to know and important to note because, you know what, as time goes on, I might want to have to write something that differentiates between dyslexia and autism. I'll look more into this as time goes on, but the one thing I do want to say as well on a side note is that I will be skipping out lectures 8 and 9. I did watch them, but they didn't have anything relevant.